Ag Week weather this week, we are talking about some dry conditions across much of the western United States. That's been the situation for quite some time now. And as we go into the next week or two, we are going to see a bit of a change than what we saw the last couple of weeks. You know, the first half of March started out very mild across the northern tier of the U.S. We saw record highs for many locations, but it also was quite dry. And a little bit more active weather down in the southwest. They have seen a little bit of rain, which is good news for California because it has been very dry. But we are also seeing some dry conditions in the northern plains. And hopefully it does look like we will see a little bit more active weather going into the latter half of March. And also talking about March through May, springtime, it does appear like we are going to see an overall above average trend, some more mild weather. Even though we are going to see times when it's cooler than average, the overall trend is going to be for some mild weather across the northern U.S., cooler than average down to the south across Texas and parts of New Mexico. Now, as we look at the jet stream for the upcoming week, you know, it's been pretty mild for the last couple of weeks of March. This week, we are going to see a little bit more of a dip in the jet stream, and that's going to allow for some cooler temps, talking about highs maybe near or maybe even slightly below average, but it also is going to be a little bit more active. So we are looking at chances for rain and snow with the subtropical jet stream staying well down to the south, but there will be some ridging. So it looks like there will be some times when we actually have some warmer air and maybe some even drier conditions across the desert southwest. So talking about precipitation, it does appear like it's going to stay dry, at least across the southwestern U.S. So California, where it's been very dry for the past couple of years, it's going to stay that way. We're not going to see really much in the way of rainfall this week at least, and also through New Mexico and Texas. But it does become a bit more stormy across the eastern U.S. So again, southwest staying dry and actually probably heating up a bit as we get into the springtime. And then, like I said, stormy across the eastern seaboard. Looks to be some active weather there. Maybe some rain or snow showers into the Great Lakes and into the northern part of the U.S., which is good news because as we saw in the drought monitor, it has been pretty dry across the Dakotas and into Minnesota. So to recap, looks like we are going to see some active weather down across the southeastern U.S., maybe some severe weather that has already happened during the first half of March, and then that southwest U.S. drought will continue. California, not likely to see some rainfall, maybe a little bit here and there through the springtime month, and over the northern plains, it looks like that mild weather will continue.